events. Gio Bernard is not here. This is our buddy George Phelps of Chili Rocks. He looked just as stunned as we did. George teamed up with Jungle Gyms for a bracket in conjunction with the NCAA Tournament.
It's called Barbecue Madness, and this weekend you can vote for the Elite 8, ATE 8.
I love it.
And then on Monday, vote for the winner of the final fork of barbecue sauces. And George, George just wanted to talk about that.
Well, actually, everybody calls me Gio. So
and the thing about it is I get him confused all the time, except for he always brings us and he feeds us well.
If he came running through the line, I'd get out of his way.
Yeah.
Okay, let's talk about what you have here, though, because my goodness, George.
Yeah.
Okay, what we did is, well, as far as the bracketing, we came up with this about 3 years ago between myself and Jungle Gyms.
Yeah.
So instead of the NCAA, we used the CRJJ.
Okay.
And then instead of March Madness, is Barbecue Madness. So
makes sense to me.
It's worked out really good. We've done this, like say, this is the third year now. We start out with the Elite 8, and then we go into the Final Fork. So right now we're actually in that stage at the Final Fork, and then we're working toward the Tasty 2. Is what the next level will be.
There it is right there. There's a bracket right there.
Yeah, so what we do is, like say, we have all the customers vote on what their favorites are. We have all 8 of them lined up there. They decide which ones then move up into the bracketing.
Okay, what'd you bring today?
There's nothing regular about the way you do pulled pork.
No.
Okay. Crying out loud.
One of the things I like to do with pulled pork is actually add a lot of vegetables. That way you're making it healthier. You just got a lot of texture to it and that. So what I did was I've got carrots, I've got celery, I've got there's cabbage in there, purple cabbage, regular cabbage. There's onions, apples, pears. I forget what else I threw in there. But there's a whole assortment of things.
But you cook this stuff separately?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, I season it with a small amount of it on the actual shoulder.
Okay.
And then I let that go for about 15 to 18 hours before I then tear it apart. Obviously, the bone just falls right off.
Yes.
And it's really got a lot of flavor to it. So then what I do is I then mix it all together. And then this batch here, since it's Friday, and I didn't take that into account immediately, this is actually a veggie what I call BBQ.
Get you a little scoop.
Yeah, it's a veggie barbecue. And what I do with that is I add barley, I add rice, I add all I could find on macaroni and cheese was SpongeBob, so SpongeBob is in there right now too. So that's the texture of the BBQ.
But you put sauce in there.
Yeah, and then it's got a lot of the barbecue sauce.
You have just a few options for sauces.
Yeah, we actually have 9 barbecue sauces in the line. And then the other thing I threw together was a recipe I just came up with yesterday, and I'm kind of calling it an Asian slaw.
Oh, okay.
And what I did was I took a combination of the different cabbage, I don't think I did the onions, but the peppers and everything. I threw a slaw together, and what I did was I put these 4 sauces inside it. So I've got an apple paste, I've got a ranch, I've got a teriyaki, and I've got a barbecue.
Okay.
And I mix all those together with a small amount of mayonnaise. And that's the actual slaw, and then I use bean sprouts along with it to give it a little extra snap to it.
All right. Well, George, I'm glad you're still playing ball for us. And we're going to put your recipe for slaw, I assume, on our website.
And we'll let you know how you can take part in deciding on the Tasty 2 as well. And did you just win another competition? Did I hear that?
Yeah. I was in Chicago, and I've never competed outside of chili in my life, basically. And so I decided to go up, and I was going to take on pork, which is one of the toughest competitions to do. And so I went up against 3 of the top restaurant chefs in Chicago. And then I work with a company called Big Fork out. They have product out Jungle Gyms also. And he makes a bacon sausage, which I already have brought in for you guys before. Yep. And it just so happened he beat me by 2 points.
But he's always right there, always good food. George, thank you so much for coming.
But he's a 4-time champ. So and what I did was I did a candy pork belly, and I've never cooked pork belly before in my life. So one day we'll bring that in and let you guys try that.
Yes, you will.
That's how Gio do. We'll be right back, everybody.